The Electoral Commission has just released the first quarter donation reports from political parties in 2018, and the Labour Party has hit a record low. Every year, political parties have to give full accounts of all donations and all spending and, make sure everything's transparent. And every quarter, they report on the donations that come into the party over certain amounts. It's around £7,500. So every donation that's over that has to get reported every quarter. And the Electoral Commission have just released quarter 1, 2018. And it contains a few surprises. So we can look at the small parties. There's the Women's Equality Party, 10 grand. Could well have just been one donation of 10 grand. The Renew Party, which is really interesting, which is a new political party that's pro-European Union, received £111,671. Now that's a lot of money. I think we need to do a bit of an investigation into this, see what exactly is going on there and what prospects they're kind of looking at. Because 111,000 is about a fifth of what the Liberal Democrats received, and they're a major party. The Liberal Democrats received £564,135. The Labour Party, well, we'll save that. The Green Party, just £1,800, less than the Women's Equality Party, which is interesting, and the Green Party have got an MP. The Cooperative Party, now even Brits don't know about the Cooperative Party, actually. The Cooperative Party is a political party that works with the Labour Party. And you may not know this, but the Cooperative Party have got loads of MPs in Parliament because many Labour Party candidates stand as a Labour Party co-op party candidate. It's a combination of the two. And they basically believe in the cooperative system. The Conservative and Unionist Party, which is the full name for the Tories, £4,724,776. That's a lot of money. But the Labour Party, which has more members than all of these parties combined, only £1,494,267. That's not a lot of money. In fact, that's a record low for the Labour Party. Let's look at the membership here, for instance. So the Labour Party has 552,000 members as of January this year. The Conservative Party, 124,000. The SNP, 118,000. The Liberal Democrats, 100,000. The Green Party, 41,000. UKIP, 21,200. But I suspect there's something going on there, actually, because I don't believe that there's 21,000 members still left in UKIP. This happened with the BNP. They used to report really high membership numbers because they had membership plans for people that were life memberships. So maybe something like that's going on with UKIP. And Plaid Cymru, which is the party for Wales, has around 8,000 members, which I find is actually really interesting because out of only 8,000 members in the party, Plaid Cymru's got 10 Welsh Assembly seats, 200 council seats, 2 police and crime commissioners, 1 Lord and 4 MPs with 8,000 members. I mean, that's nothing. There's plenty of parties in the UK that have, just under 10,000 members and have never got anywhere. But Plaid Cymru somehow seems to have done it. The UKIP story is interesting as well, because as we see there, they claim to still have 21,200 members. And there was talks of big donations recently to the party by Gerard Batten. They raised 300 grand, Batten said, and it saved the party because there was debts to pay, there was a court case to pay off, and yet UKIP haven't reported any income over 7.5 grand. UKIP haven't recorded anything in quarter 1. They don't even appear on the donations list, which leads me to believe, or leads anyone to believe, one of two things. Either they haven't filed, and they should have done, or they've just not received any big donations, which is... it's interesting. It must be tough being UKIP. And again, I know it sounds like I'm being tough on them, and maybe I am, but this really is a drastic decline of a political party that was once the third biggest force in politics, and arguably the biggest force actually in politics, because it beat everyone else and got us Brexit. So it's interesting to see nothing went over the mark with UKIP. Now, there's a report here in the Express. It says Corbyn plunges Labour to new low, donations just a third of levels reached under Miliband. People aren't as impressed with Jeremy Corbyn as he would like us to believe. He mobilises the members well, he gets new members on board, he gets the young people out there, but actually Corbyn's pretty polarising for the left. There is a sort of a surge of dissent in the Labour Party recently, which is really surprising. You see the people that are concerned about his anti-Semitism, you've seen the people who are concerned about the trans madness, like there was that guy that tried to stand as a candidate saying that he identified as a woman on Wednesdays between, 6 a.m. and midnight. So the Labour Party is not popular with itself. And he's nowhere near as popular as people want us to think. I think the problem is, the reason why it looks like Corbyn's doing so well is that the May and her cabinet actually just aren't doing all that great themselves. They're not doing a great job of this. But this report, it's got some interesting stuff at the bottom that I just want to end on. It says, it's about donations to the big parties. It says, meanwhile, Theresa May's Conservatives revealed they were handed 4.7 million in the first 3 months of the year, compared to the 564,000 to the Lib Dems. Leading Tory donors included Israeli-born businessman Ehud Sheleg, sorry if that's insensitive, I'm crap at pronouncing these names, the owner of the Harrison Art Gallery, who gave the party £250,000 in the run-up to last year's election. This year, Mr. Sheleg handed the party an additional 500 grand between January and March. The Tories also received 582,358 quid bequest, according to the figures from the Electoral Commission, from Gerda Winder, who died aged 86 in Colchester in April last year. So somebody left a lot of money to them in their will. And the party's chief executive, Sir Michael Davis, gave the Tories 267,000 quid during the same period as he continues to act as treasurer. Well, it's interesting that a political party that's got about a quarter of the size of the membership as the Labour Party is making about 3 times as much money in big donations. But until we see the full accounts for the political parties, it could be interesting to see just how much money the Labour Party has made in small donations. Remember the Bernie Sanders campaign in America, even the Trump campaign. They made a lot of money through lots of small donations. And Corbyn could be still doing that. Corbyn could be supporting the party and his election campaigns through lots of small donations. The membership fee isn't much, but if they've got 500,000 members and each of them gives a few quid a month in donations, it's worked out a lot. So I guess really it's hard to see much in this data until we see the full year's accounts. But it does kind of reinforce the old claim about the Tories, doesn't it? You know, big business, big money, not interested in normal people. They're getting hundreds of thousands in one go. Usually big donors come with demands. So, I don't know, could that be having something to do with Theresa May's disastrous Brexit policies? Could they be swaying her? I don't know. It just amazes me that anybody is willing to give any money to these corrupt. If you like that and want to see more, remember to like and subscribe or download the Rebel app from the Google Play Store or the Apple App Store.